Interpol red notice for CZ. An absolute rocket takeoff here in Dogecoin, and now we need Bitcoin to respond. We need a big bounce here, and similarly, you'll see that this target takes you up to, oh man, despite a barrage of FUD, Bitcoin shows some tremendous strength bouncing from an important trend line. We've got altcoins starting to show us a little glimmer of hope, starting with some meme coins. Yes, we've got Dogecoin up a big 29% here today. You've also got Shiba moving 6.4%. What is going on? Where is this market heading? Are we finally going to head into an altcoin season? We're going to cover that off and a lot more. Smash up the likes. Don't forget to subscribe. Guys, we've got a lot to cover off. The first thing we need to kick off with is what happened with Kobe. Kobe, a very popular crypto Twitter influencer, let's say, tweeted out what is known as a SHA-256 hash. What that is a piece of encryption, but what it led to was people unwound that encrypted code to reveal what it said. And what it said was this: Interpol red notice for CZ. This led the market to go into absolute overdrive to the downside. Everybody panicked. CoinDesk was writing about it. People on Twitter were writing about it, thinking, oh wait, does Kobe know something? Has he got some insider information that Interpol are after CZ? Remember, this would be huge. If there was an arrest warrant out for him, this is similar to what Do Kwon had, an Interpol red notice. This would be huge. You then had trolls on Twitter photoshopping CZ's image on the wanted list on Interpol. It's just madness. Same old typical crypto stuff. And that led Bitcoin to have this horrible candlestick here, breaking down from this trend, okay? Breaking down from a very important trend at the time. And I remember tweeting about it. This was not fun here. You can see the low on this candlestick falling as low as 27,200. That led a lot of people to be really upset. If you take a look here, just here, this was the number of liquidations yesterday. Okay, so just on yesterday's candlestick here, you had 112 million longs liquidated just through what happened yesterday, okay? Bitcoin was in a nice upward trend. There was no reason for it to break trend here if it wasn't for the drama that unfolded on Twitter. Now, whilst I think it was hugely irresponsible by Kobe, I do have to give the other side of the story, which is that Kobe has said, look, I've done this 20 times. I've put wild predictions in as a hash. If they don't play out, nobody's ever going to know what this hash means. If it does play out, I'll unlock the encryption and I'll show you that I predicted this months and months ago. So he's saying, I've done this over 20 times. I tweet out these random hashes, and if they come to pass, then I'll show that, look, I was right. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't matter because nobody's going to brute force hack this. Now, this leads people to say, hang on a second, has somebody just brute forced hacked this? Or did he know somebody and he gave away what the reading was, what the words were, Interpol red notice for CZ? Did he give it away to somebody in the know, and therefore it was a plan to benefit from the liquidations and take a short position? This is what's going on right now in the crypto Twitter space. You've got to be very careful out there. We don't know what's going on. That's the reality here. Now, fortunately for Bitcoin, it's managed to recover that. If you did get liquidated, that's horrible news, and you're rightly so should be annoyed at what's going on crypto Twitter, but Bitcoin has quickly recovered the price back, held this support, and now we're in an important moment. If you look at this kind of trend you've got down here, you can almost see a little triangle forming here. Okay, so you can almost see this triangle is now the important triangle versus the bigger one, which we're monitoring, which is the one with the green line at 29,000. Now, obviously, we're looking for this big break of the big triangle. But in order to do that, we've got to break out that little trend that I'm just showing you here. We've got to get out of this triangle here and then go mount an attack at 29,000, this time with good volume. And if we could break it, things could really start to get exciting here on Bitcoin. Another way of illustrating this for you guys is using the upward channel, which we've been monitoring here on the 4-hourly. Again, we went all the way to the top. We had a fake out to the top side. Look at this big candlestick to the top side. Then we came back down and we wicked to the downside. But this is showing some really good strength by the bulls. Despite all that FUD we've just covered off around CZ and Interpol, we didn't spend as much time along the bottom of the channel as we did last time. Look how many 4-hourly candlesticks we spent below here. Here, you just wick down here all the way to the bottom of the channel, didn't even lose the channel for a moment, and then now we're back up here. So this is showing good strength here, that we're above the center line of this channel. But Bitcoin needs to capitalize from this. It needs to use this double bottom pattern, which is a W shape, to work its way to the top, hold support, and get moving here. We need to break the 29,000 level, guys. Until we do so, we can't have a clear direction because the bears and the bulls are at complete stalemate, as they have been here through this channel. The only bias is with the bulls right now, managing to create these higher lows, it just needs to go get the higher high to accompany it. In other news, we had an absolute rocket takeoff here in Dogecoin, sitting at 7 cents. It sprung all the way to 10 cents and beyond here, and now it's just trying to consolidate, get ready for its next move. Now, what caused this? Well, of course, it was Elon Musk. Elon Musk went ahead and changed the Twitter logo in-app to the Dogecoin logo, putting the dog, the Shiba Inu dog, this logo here, at the top of the Twitter app. This led the price to go absolutely skyrocketing, as we know with meme coins. Other meme coins have been moving in solidarity as well, including Shiba, and even I saw a bit of SafeMoon moving as well. So you know there is liquidity in this market when you're seeing altcoins start to move. Now, am I getting excited by this Dogecoin pump? Look, meme coins will always give you opportunity to make money. If you're just looking to make money, who am I to say you guys can't trade altcoins? Of course you can, right? You can go ahead, you can trade these meme coins, and you could do really well using them. But of course, never invest more than you're willing to lose. Always be careful. If there's no fundamentals behind why there is a movement going on, right? If this was a partnership with Twitter where you could pay using Dogecoin, that's a very different situation to what we're seeing here. This is just a logo change, right? It's Elon posting a meme, it's Elon tweeting, it's him doing some sort of April Fool's joke. That's fine. But you can trade that and you can benefit from it, but be very, very careful. So you are getting this break of trend here after the news here on Dogecoin. Naturally, you meet your first price target when you look to the left at this pivot point, and your next price target would sit at almost here at about 11 to kind of 12 cents here at the top. Your next important support, then resistance level, then comes in at 16 cents here, which was the peak created going back to October 2022. And if I zoom out some more, you will see that your next peak thereafter will start to come in at 28 cents here on Dogecoin. So those are the key levels for those who are looking to trade Dogecoin. I'm personally not trading it right now, but that does not mean you cannot make money using this. Please understand this is momentum driven, and if you get caught standing when the music turns off, you will be out of the game, so be very, very careful. On this topic, it's important to note here that Elon Musk is being sued for $258 billion over his Dogecoin tweets last year. So they're saying here Musk used his social media presence and appearance on Saturday Night Live to drive up Dogecoin's price by more than 36,000% over 2 years and then letting it crash, right? So they're kind of saying, look, Elon Musk, you're letting it crash, you're causing pump and dump. I think that's a little bit unfair. I think he has supported Dogecoin. I think he does tweet because he enjoys it. I think everybody's allowed to do that. To say he's then dumped the price, where's your evidence that he's dumped the price? For him to play the role of dumping the price, he would have to sell something. Did he sell any Dogecoin? Right? The crypto market has been in a bear market. Everything has fallen to the downside. So this is not a case of just Dogecoin falling to the downside. The filing alleges that Musk used his pedestal as the world's richest man to operate and manipulate the Dogecoin pyramid scheme. Lawyers for the tech billionaire described the lawsuit as fanciful work of fiction based on innocuous and often silly tweets about the cryptocurrency. There is nothing unlawful about tweeting words of support for or funny pictures about a legitimate cryptocurrency. This court should put a stop to plaintiffs' fantasy and dismiss the complaint. Guys, I'm not going to read too much into this. You know people in the US can file a lawsuit for anything they feel like on a Monday morning, and it gets processed and taken seriously. So we'll leave that there. Back here on the Bitcoin chart, I'm just showing you the daily chart here using the lines because it's really important to understand what's going on. Before we had this little uptick, which we've just seen here, I was getting a little bit concerned because we were potentially forming this M pattern, right? This is the left side of the M, come down, go back up, and then come back down. That would have been a bearish pattern. Now that we've had this uptick creating this higher low, this is a good sign now. We're definitely in that triangle which I'm sharing with you, and that's a far better position for Bitcoin to be in than to be trying to play out this M pattern. So yes, we're consolidating nicely here. If I show you the EMA ribbon like we've seen, we are still managing to stay above it and hold it as support here on the daily. So yesterday's liquidation events did get us close to our EMA ribbon for the first time in quite a while. The EMA ribbon is now starting to expand, showing big bullish intent, and now we need Bitcoin to respond. We need a big bounce here, break through that 29,000 and start moving, bouncing off its EMA ribbon like a candlestick like this one here, and that would set us up for the next leg up here through 29, through 30 and onwards here on Bitcoin. The risks we have to the downside are that we do want to retest our EMA ribbon. If we fail at 29 again, we could still be coming down to 26 to 27k region, and again, I will be looking to nibble at about 26. 27 is probably still not as exciting for me to nibble at. I'll be nibbling at 26, and of course, if we fall lower than 26, I'll be looking to add to my Bitcoin long positions as well. Now, Are we heading into an altcoin season? You've seen Bitcoin move 1.7% here today. You are seeing Ethereum move a lot more, 3% on Ethereum. If you look at some of the altcoin, Dogecoin obviously we covered is moving 4.6%, not too much. Phantom is flat on the day. Cardano is moving 3%. Matic is moving 2%. Can you really call this an altcoin season? Not quite yet. What I do want you focused on here is this, which is your Bitcoin dominance. And you guys know that that 48% line, that yellow line here, is very, very important resistance for Bitcoin dominance. If you get rejected here, as we have done every other time in the recent past here, then that could spell a leg whereby altcoins outperform Bitcoin. Now, it's important to know this does not mean that Bitcoin will be red. Bitcoin can still have green days, but altcoins outperform it. That would lead to Bitcoin dominance falling to the downside in a trend back down towards 39, which is this bottom yellow line, 39%. So that's what we're looking out for as well. The alternative is if Bitcoin does break this line here, that's going to say that there could be another leg for Bitcoin up towards 52% dominance, which would be a very powerful move for Bitcoin. If we take a look at the altcoin season index, you can see here, we are firmly in Bitcoin season territory. You can see that we're nowhere near altcoin season, but the question is, at what point will we have this big move here? And for those people who are kind of Bitcoin maximalists, you've got to be very careful, because as you can see here, it plays out very quickly. You go from Bitcoin season to altcoin season very quickly, and similarly, you go from altcoin season down to Bitcoin season very quickly. Now, on this leg, this is when risk rotates on, because people feel comfortable with Bitcoin and they go look for more gains, and therefore they go into altcoins, and therefore you get a spike into altcoin season. This is the opposite, okay? This is when you have loads of people in altcoins and suddenly everyone gets fearful of the markets, risk rotates off, and they flock to Bitcoin, which is the safer asset, okay? So that's the way altcoin and Bitcoin season works. Now, interestingly, another thing I do want to share with you is over the last 90 days, look at the coins that have outperformed Bitcoin, okay? So Bitcoin returned 63% over the last 90 days. What a beautiful start to 2023. And again, what other asset class is delivering you that on its safest cryptocurrency pair? That's Bitcoin. But look to the left. You got Lido outperforming 71%. You got HBAR 71, Neo 78, Decentraland 78, and you can keep going. But look at Phantom. Phantom 100%. Now, personally for me, out of this whole side, out of all the ones that have outperformed Bitcoin, with obviously Stacks being the biggest after the Ordinals launch earlier in the year, which one would you want to hold? For me, it's an absolute no-brainer that from tokenomics perspective, from a roadmap perspective, it's going to be Phantom. And you can see here that not only is it outperforming Bitcoin, but it's a strong, stable layer one solution. And that's one of the reasons it just gives me further confidence in the project. When I see it undervalued and you see it outperforming Bitcoin, it shows you that the market is starting to understand that it's undervalued as well. When you look at other good projects, they are here. They are here to the right-hand side of Bitcoin. They're underperforming Bitcoin over the last 90 days because it's Bitcoin dominance led, like we just covered off. But that just proves that the market knows that when Bitcoin's moving, they are disproportionately adding to their Phantom position, which is starting to reveal that people are cluing on to this layer one solution. Critical moment still continues to wind up here on Bitcoin. Will we get that 29,000 level mark? If we do, this could signal a big move to the upside. As a bonus for those who stuck around to the very end, I'm going to give you the price targets. Yep, I'm going to give you the exact price targets. If you take a look at this channel here, let's get back to this channel which we were covering off. And what I want to share with you is a conservative and a really exaggerated target as well. Conservative target is this one here, right? If you want to take a conservative target, you take the flagpole from the recent move you had and you apply it to here. And what you'll see is this will give you a measured move in the region here of 31.5k on the breakout of this channel. Fantastic. Let's now go for a little bit more exaggerated move. Let's take the full move from 19.6k all the way to here. And again, let's take that and let's apply that to the point of breakout. And similarly, you'll see that this target takes you up to 36k. So however you want to look at it, these are the patterns that are playing out right now. And this consolidation period here is crucial. Bitcoin had a really big move to the upside. It's consolidating and it needs to decide on its direction. If we can break through that 29,000 mark, the price targets really do start to get exciting. Hope you guys enjoyed the video as always. Don't forget to smash the likes. Don't forget to subscribe as always. Check out this video here and I'll see you in the next one.